Politics.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But what about comic books? Why all of a sudden do comic books have usually a political or subliminal message in them?
That's Iron Man.
Well, that's what we're about to find out, and I'd personally like to take you down to comic book history lane. I'd like to first start off with making the case that comic books have always been a part of politics, in one way or another. For my case example, I'd like to call to the stand our American Boy Scout, Captain America. Captain America, right out of the gate, was seen as patriotic, as an American hero. A hero that shows the virtues of the American way and democracy. But if you see the media and see any news outlet out there, this way of thinking and this way of acting is a lot of the time seen as bad or toxic.
Other folks' business, and y'all ain't got no rights. Y'all ain't nothing but killers.
Which brings me to my next point. Captain America was planted in greatness because in the time he was born in. Surprise, surprise, Captain America was born around the range of World War II. One of his own comic books has him punching Hitler in the face. Just an American hero. In a time where people were confused and concerned if the men that they sent over were actually going to come home. Captain America was a symbol of hope. Even though a character is born to support a group or support any agenda, it doesn't mean you can just make that their driving point. Sometimes it just doesn't work. I'd like to bring up a video from Marvel about a couple months ago. The New Warriors.
My name is Daniel Kibblesmith, and I am the writer of New Warriors #1. I got interested in the New Warriors later. I remember seeing them on the shelf when I was a kid, picking up comics in the 90s, and just feeling like they were too cool for me.
Okay. I just like to just ask. I'm just gonna ask. How'd this guy get this job? These superheroes were too cool? Hello?
My editors on the previous books I'd done, like Loki and Black Panther versus Deadpool, asked if I would be interested in doing a New Warriors tie-in that actually poses them as the authority figures in this conflict instead of the rebels, and I really liked the tension of that.
And then we actually get to meet the New Warriors.
Snowflake and Safe Space are the twins, and their names are very similar to screen time. It's this idea that these are terms that get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory, to take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor.
Listen, I get it. I get it. Taking derogatory terms and transforming them into something powerful, a cool superhero name. That's awesome. That's a great message. But like with this just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It works with Batman. You know, Batman, he was afraid of bats his whole life. And you know, he wants to instill fear into people. You know, I'm not going to be scared when I walk up to Snowflake. It's just not going to happen. If I wanted to join the New Warriors, I'd be confused on what I should call myself. Like, should I really call myself, Skull Crusher, or should I put that name away because I should call myself Fat Shame? And trust me, I am not the only one who shares this opinion. You go down to that video and you check the like to dislike ratio, it is 95% to 5%. People don't like this. They don't want to be sold a product. They want to be sold characters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the point where some of you have been waiting for. It's my final example. This one is interesting though. Nowhere in its advertisement, nowhere in its trailers or its posters, was there anything of a political agenda. The movie I'm talking about is Joker. Joker is a story that follows the character Arthur Fleck, who goes through the grim reality of Gotham City. He's bullied because of his condition, he's kicked around, he's made fun of. He doesn't fit in. He's a loner. He relates to a lot of us in the comic book community. He doesn't fit in. It's hard for him. Life, it doesn't go so well. But he tries. Here's the interesting part. This movie had nothing political in its trailer, in its own film, or any of its advertisements. But the media could not stop talking about it. I think I have an answer for this. Bill Murray is a TV host who will talk about Gotham's latest problems and make jokes about it and just mock people who are trying to run for political campaigns. You can see where this is going. Arthur Fleck sees Bill Murray as a father figure, as Arthur Fleck doesn't have a dad. He just is raised by his mom. A mom that does a very bad job, just to let you know. Arthur Fleck looks up to Bill. He's, again, a father figure. Makes him laugh. He likes to dance. He likes to sing with Bill. Bill is just an all-around good person. He's the guy on the TV. He's the guy that he stands up to the media. He points out political problems. Then comes the fateful day that Bill Murray shows off Arthur Fleck's videotape. You see, Arthur Fleck likes to try to do comedy. He's trying to be a comedian. He's trying to be funny. He's trying to fit in. But somebody submitted his tape and got into the hands of Bill Murray. Bill Murray saw this and said, "This is funny. Let's make fun of him. Get a load of this joker." Bill Murray ruthlessly makes fun of him for a view, for a laugh, for a click. He doesn't care about Arthur Fleck's well-being. Arthur Fleck is an easy target, which means more money for Bill Murray. Does this start to look familiar? Does Bill Murray look familiar to you? I believe that Joker holds a mirror up to its audience, saying people like Arthur Fleck are lonely and they're hurt. And this movie shows off how hurt people often hurt people. That's just the way this world works. When somebody's hurt, they're ready to thrash, they're ready to bite and claw and scratch. And honestly, I see that a lot sometimes, especially in the media. And the media, well, their job is just to report it. Their job is just to show it off and put a spotlight on it. Make some money. That's why I feel like, even though this movie wasn't even aimed to be political, there was no message, it did prove the point how the media could really mess somebody's life up. How somebody who is so inconsiderate and doesn't even consider the repercussions of what they're doing can mess up somebody's life. And how whenever somebody's on the very edge and losing power and losing control, they're willing to do anything to make sure that they're no longer the butt of the joke. And with that, I leave you with this, my viewers. Politics, messages, they're powerful. Doesn't make them inherently good. Doesn't make them inherently evil. They're just powerful because they relate back to us. The source is usually back to us. It's what we do with those feelings and what we do with those powers that help us change the world. I'm Austin Phillips, and this was Strings Beyond the Pages.